Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be a puff flower dress. Yep. And you're going to need a 4.0 mm hook. Yes, and acrylic yarn or cotton yarn for this project. Right. So your chain will depend on the hip of the person because you are starting the dress from the hip of the person. So you measure the hip of the one you're working for and you chain according to the size of that person. Actually, I'm making this for myself. Yes, that's it. Now we are going to work on the first row. This will serve as the base, so we are going to work on the first row. With the first row, you chain, you skip 3, then you double crochet into the 4th stitch hole. Right, you chain 2, you skip 2, then you double crochet into the 3rd stitch hole. You chain 2 again, you skip 2 holes, yep, and you double crochet into the 3rd one. Okay, so we are just chaining 2, skipping 2, and double crochet into the 3rd stitch hole. Right, so this is what we are having. You're going to work through to the end of our work. Yes guys, this is what you get after working your chaining 2 and skipping 2 and double crochet into the 3rd. This is what you have. Now let's work the second row. You chain 1, you turn a work, and the first you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, then you double crochet on top of the first double crochet of the previous row. Okay, you chain 2, then you double crochet on top of the second. You chain 2 again, then you double crochet to the 3rd. Right, with this 3rd, you make sure you pull your yarn up, okay, so that your stitch tension will be loose enough. You yarn over, you put your hook on top of the previous stitch, you pull, yarn over again, yes, you yarn over again 3 times. Okay, so we have lots of loops on that double crochet. Then you yarn over. On the next double crochet, you do the same again. So yarn over, you pull through, yarn over, you pull through, and you yarn over and pull through again. Okay, yes. Then the next stitch, we are going to yarn over, put your hook inside the double crochet, pull through, yarn over. Okay, just like we did previously, yarn over, you pull your yarn. Right, we are getting a lot of loops on our hook. The next stage, we are going to yarn over and pull yarn through all these loops. Okay, this is the trickiest part. Yes, you chain 1, okay, then you see we are getting 3 of the petal of the flower. You chain one again to put it in place. You yarn over, you yarn over again, and you yarn over again. So we are working 3 times just like we did before. Then you pull through, then you single crochet to keep it in place. You chain 2, then you double crochet to the next stitch. Okay, so we are done with 4 of it. You chain 2, then you double crochet into the next stitch hole, the next double crochet. You chain 2, then you double crochet on. Okay, yeah, so this is what you have. You're going to do another pop here. You pull your yarn up so that your stitch tension becomes loose. Otherwise, when you're pulling through, you find it difficult. So you yarn over. Okay, then you yarn over again. You pull your yarn over to that same stitch hole. You're doing 3 times. Okay, so this one forms the first. Then we're going to work on the second. You yarn over the next stitch hole, the next double crochet of the previous row. Do 3 times. Yes, yarn over. Yes. Okay, so always the first loop come on top of that double crochet, then the next 2 loops come, set of loops come on the next 2 double crochets. So this is the part. You carefully pull your yarn through all these loops. Okay, you chain 1 to put it in place, then you chain another 1 to make it firm. Then you work for your 4th one. So the 4th, you yarn over into that hole you've created with the 3 loops, set of loops. Okay, then you pull through, you chain 1 to put it in place. Okay, then you chain 2. Okay, so you have your double crochet into the next previous double crochet. You chain 2, you double crochet. Okay, so there's it. We are double crocheting again. We want to leave spaces between our pop flower, so we keep leaving 3 spaces. So this one, you chain 2, then you double crochet into the next double crochet. Then you pull your yarn up. We pull your yarn up, then you yarn over, you pull. Okay, you yarn over, you pull. You make sure you always do this, because if it's too tight, when you're pulling through, finally you find it difficult. So you make it as flexible as you can. Okay, so we are going to yarn over and work in the next stitch hole. Okay, so this one, so we are going to do it 3 times. Yarn over. Okay, so we have series of yarns, then we yarn over and pull through each of these loops. You chain to put it in place, then you chain to make it firm. Okay, then you work your 4th petal, yarn over, to repeat this till we get to the end of our work. And look at what you have after working this second row. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. You chain 3 and 4, then you double crochet into the next double crochet. Okay, you chain 2 and you're going to work the 5th petal over here. So just like we did this time, you yarn over, you have 3 loops on your hook, you yarn over, you have, you yarn over, okay, then you pull through, you chain to keep it in place. So we have 5 petals on, so our flower is complete now. You chain, you yarn over, you double crochet, okay, through to the end of our work. Right, so on the 5th row you are going to start working with the pop flower, okay, and we are going to work in between 2 of the pop flowers. Okay, so we're going to work over there in the middle part of our pop flower. So let's undo this. Okay, then you pull repeat, and the next puff flower will be directly on top or in between each flower puff, in between two flower puffs. Okay, so at the end, this is what you are getting. Okay, you see where I did my increase? Yes. Okay, so I worked through to the end over here. Next, I'm going to fix or join the sizes together, and most of the times I try my very best not to use a needle and a thread for fixing. Of course you can do that, but I always prefer to do a single crochet at the edge of my work so that it will be easy when I want to undo my work. Is shown in the inside. Okay, so you can see that I joined, but it's not really visible. Okay, so this is this forms the skirts of our work. Let me put it on the dummy and let's see how it looks on it. Okay, before we continue with our work. Okay, so this is what we see. After putting it, you could see that's where I increased, fix really the hip and the small parts. Okay, goes to the waist. And okay, so we are going to work to the top parts. Okay, and that's we are going to decrease again. So this, I'm going to use my marker to mark where I'll start decreasing. Okay, because the waist is smaller than the hip. Okay, let's start. So first I do my chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet throughout, but this time instead of fixing the double crochet to the previous double crochet, I increase the spaces. Okay, so at first I was skipping 2 chains and I double crochet. This time I'm skipping like 4, 3 and 4 spaces. Okay, so I'm chaining. I'm doing this because I want to reduce Work small with smaller yarns. When you use bulky or chunky yarns, they are not really going to work for you, but they work well with thin yarns. Okay, so this is what you are getting after working. Now we are going to work chain, the top part of our work. So you turn your work and you locate the middle parts of the front. Right now I'm trying to record this, so there are lots of noise at the background. Okay, so you chain one and you turn your work. You skip the first stitch, then in the second you double crochet. Okay, so you keep on double crocheting till you get to where you left the space, or where you did skip two, you chain two and skip and double crochet. You chain till you get to that place, then you do the same. Okay, so it's a repetition, just that at the edges you try to reduce. So you chain and you skip the first stitch, then double crochet. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. And okay, so we are making like 60 chains. Okay, we're going to fix that in front. Okay, so you fix it at you single crochet at the end, then you do your chains at the end, the chain, and these chains is what you are going to use for tying up at the back. So we crisscross at the back, fixing it at each end. Okay, so this is what you're getting. Wow, so look, this is what you have, and you hold the middle part and you put it around your neck. Look at this, so beautiful. Okay, so you're going to turn and you tie the back to hold it firm, but this is where you're going to pull your yarn through, your lace through. Yes, so the thread is going to go this way and that. Okay, I'm using my hand, but let's look at it. Okay, so you go through the petal and another petal, then you tie it up. Hey guys, I want to also do another chain in front. Okay, so I chain as long as I want it and I face it to the other end. Guys, at the end, this is what you are getting, and it's so beautiful. Look at it. Look at our puff flower. Okay, and I forgot to tell you, I added a little crystal in front. And guys, I can't wait to see myself in this one. Look how beautiful it looks. Let's look at the back. Wow, so sexy. Look at it. So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. Look at this. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give it a like if you really like it, and comment. And if you try it, I want to see how yours look like. Okay, so this is my final work, and thank you guys for watching. See you another time. Bye.